I'd like to grow my YouTube channel. What, Leila?
The first step for being consistent is setting your goals.
I have goals-ish. Right, Ali?
The researchers found that if you write down your goals, you're around 42% more likely to actually achieve them.
Okay, written it is. Then what?
It's to actually look at those goals that you've written down every single week, if not every single day.
But then, how do I know what's improving?
Monitor your progress regularly.
Do you agree with this, Leila?
Because if you don't track and you don't measure, you don't manage it.
Okay. But how do I have time for all of this? I have a day job, you know. Unless... Now, what are my written goals for 25? For the first, publish 1 long-form video per week. Second, monetize on the 503,000 watch-hour level during 25. Keep X threads and Blue Sky going. Publish a collaboration video on YouTube. Release a digital product for first half year of 25. And then release a SaaS in the second half of 25. I handle my channel via Notion. I have one page for ideation and another one for execution. Notion has an API that I, as the page owner, can utilize. This way, I can get all the statistics I want from Notion. Then I need some channel statistics. And most of it can be retrieved from the YouTube data API, like subscribers and views and stuff. However, the YouTube Studio data cannot be retrieved at this point, so these figures need to be entered by hand each update. Perhaps I figure out a way to scrap them later. On my laptop, a GNOME dashboard button called Goals. It starts a bash script that goes to the right directory, opens a new terminal, activates the virtual Python environment, and starts up FastHTML dashboard server. Open this up will take a bit of time because it needs to read all the Notion and the YouTube data. And when that is done, I can open up a browser window and go to localhost 5001. There we have it, my Go dashboard. Now, all about doing your own dashboard. Click the card up there, or you can also find a link in the description. Now, in my dashboard, first we have stuff about the Ideation Notion board. Here we have information about what audience I think I am targeting, the importance of this idea for my niche, the importance to me or my feelings about the idea as such. And for the fourth thing, we have what pillar I think that this idea video will be about. And as you can see, I have a few old ones lying around. Maybe I should get rid of those. Finally, we have one about what has been done lately. This ideation board is quite new, so it only points to this last autumn. And as you can see, this autumn I've been doing stuff on FastHTML. And there are no goals in this section. But to reach the goals in other later sections, these ideation must be kept alive so that I always have ideas to pick from. Then we have the Notion board about execution. First, a graph that shows how many points I have in each status of execution. What to script, what to film, what to edit, what to publish, and what is done. I also have another one about what media I'm targeting with these execution ideas. And here we also find the first goal. Publish a long-form video every week. And this goal goes hand in hand with another goal coming later. Now, this goal doesn't seem to be like much, but when you have a day job, it could be a tough one to follow. But I will try to limit myself to 12-minute videos. Now, the next section is about monetization. And as I said, I'm reaching for the lower monetization level during 25. And that means 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. And if we look at this, I already have about more than half of the subscribers, but only about 10% of the view hours. This means that all my goals will more or less focus on getting more view hours. And this can be done in different ways. We have the average view duration of each video. That is today between 2 and 3 minutes. But according to branch standards, I should have about 4 minutes. So a doubling of the average view duration from today would be a good thing. I will try to increase this. Second, we have the long-form video views per week. I want to aim for 600, but currently we're sitting at 190. So we're talking 3 times here. And another one that we can try to improve is average views on each video. And if we go for 1 video a week, say 50 videos per year, I will need 1,200 views per video on average. Today, this is 670, something like that. So we're talking a doubling here too. Now, all of these 3 work together, so I don't need to reach the target for all of them, but at least I need to improve all of them to get there. And finally, we have a view graph over the long-form videos I posted last year. So as you can see, I only posted 12 long-form videos last year. 3 of them have got more than 1,200. This is the 1,200 limit. Only 3 of them were better than that, and the most of them are quite poor when it comes to views. So I really need to improve on this part. So as I said before, view hours will be my main focus over 25. And next section, collaborations. The goal is to have 1 executed collaboration during 25. And as you can see, I'm starting this goal from scratch again. Let's see if I can get this done by being reminded of it repeatedly over the year. And then we have the product section. I have a goal to release digital product in the first half year of 25 and a SaaS somewhere around the second half. And as you can see, I'm basically starting from scratch with this one. It's not really true, but in effect, yeah, we're starting from scratch. So, there are my ambitious YouTube goals of 25. Many videos to make in a limited amount of time. And my goals are written. They can be easily reviewed every week. I can monitor progress every fortnight or month. And all of them is using my goal dashboard. Now, will I make it in 25. You know, with all this work ahead, I really doubt it all will happen. What did you say, Leila?
When in doubt, stick with the fucking plan.